Scratching my notes because I'm an old lady and my memory is not what it was. But when I was young, I had an excellent memory, and I still have happy memories of going on country walks with my father. I learnt a lot of wildflower names, so a lot of wildflowers: primroses, cowslips, violets, scabious, interesting flowers, strange names, fascinating names. There was egg and bacon. And it was allowed and okay to pick the odd wildflower. I pressed my wildflowers between the pages of Arthur Mee's Children's Encyclopedia, Volume 1. I composed 3 sentences about each flower, and I won a prize. By the time our elder daughter went on country walks, there were fewer wildflowers. And by the time we had daughter number 2, there were even fewer. There were endangered species, and picking wildflowers was rather frowned upon. Their main memories of country walks are based around stinging nettles, but they have their uses too. But the planet is becoming a planet of endangered species, plants and animals. What hope is there? What can we do about it? Well, I was recently reading something on Facebook, a thing about if trees gave off Wi-Fi signals, we would plant more trees. But unfortunately, they only give off the oxygen we breathe. So what am I saying? Well, maybe it's if we provide for wildlife, wildlife will provide for us so much.
Wildlife is extremely important to trees and flowers because the bees can pollinate off these trees and flowers in order to produce fruits and flowers. An example of a flower would be lavender, which attracts insects like bees and butterflies. The birds can feed off the lavender when the purple flowers go to seed.
Hello, my name's Gilletta Chojiu, and I've been asked to talk about what nature means to me. Although I was born and grew up in London, I was always encouraged by my family to appreciate nature, and this was done by learning how to garden and going for walks in the lovely London parks. But since moving to Felixstowe 8 years ago, I really appreciate being by the sea, being able to see wonderful places like the Grove, going for strolls there, going down by the ferry, and of course we've got these lovely Felixstowe gardens that have been rejuvenated over the past year. So I'm very lucky to live in a place like this. The only thing that saddens me a little bit about nature is that when I go for my walks, whether it be in the countryside or by the seaside, there is still a horrible amount of litter, and it would be nice if people could just put it in a bin or take it home with them, because obviously it damages our wildlife, dogs that go out for walks and things like that. But apart from that, I really appreciate the nature in my local environment, and I hope you do too. Thank you.
Means, you know, that insects, animals around us have like a habitat to live in. Wildlife, I think of bees, like pollinating around the garden and the yellow flowers. But to me, wildlife is a whole new world which we don't fully know yet. Wildlife is, you know, a community bringing people together. Wildlife is many things really, but to me wildlife means much more. Thanks.
Hello, I'm Nina Allen, and nature means a lot to me. I love nature. I'm a bit of a naturalist myself. I like to go out and do wildlife photography. I just think nature is the most beautiful thing. It's just, I don't think anything would be right without nature. You know, we need the nature. Wildlife is such a beautiful thing as well. It's really nice. I like it. I really have a passion for it. I'm also an artist, and one of my favourite things to draw is birds. I love to be able to show how I feel through my photography and my art. And because I love nature, I like to use nature as part of my to sort of just prove and to show how I feel and to bring myself out a little bit. Yeah, I love going out in the countryside and being surrounded by nature and wildlife, and just it's so peaceful, and yeah, it just means everything to me. If we lost this sort of tranquil nature and quietness that we get, I don't know what I would do. It wouldn't be very good for me.
First thing to do is to have a look at your garden or allotment or window boxes and allocate some space for some wildlife friendly plants. If you're not sure which plants you want to start planting, go to our Facebook page, which is facebook.com Felixstowe Community Nature Reserve, and on that Facebook page people will find lots and lots of ideas of wildlife friendly plants.